Council. I have four areas I want to discuss with you this evening. The first of those is the joint tennis center partnership between the City of Edmond and Edmond Public Schools. This joint project will be put out to bid in April, and the initial goal is to have 12 of the outdoor courts that will be ready for play by the start of the school year in August. The remainder of the complex, which will include up to 10 indoor courts, 6 additional outdoor courts, locker rooms, and a pro shop, is targeted to be completed sometime about a year from now in the spring of next year. This facility, and you can see from some of the renderings of what we're going to be looking at, I do believe the public doesn't have any idea at this point how big this facility will be. But especially when you consider it in the context of the existing tennis center that we do have. So the facility will be constructed on 23 acres of property that was purchased by the city near the northeast corner of 15th and Kelly. Both the city and the Edmond Public Schools are contributing $7 million apiece to the project, and the city's purchase of this 23 acres is part of our contribution as well. So things are moving forward and making good progress on this project. The second area is an update on where we are with railroad quiet zones, or the review of those quiet zones. In a nutshell, right now we're waiting for cost information that we need from the railroad, the BNSF Railroad. We've known we've needed this for a while. Our engineering people basically were told by the railroad in January that we should receive this information in February or March. And when we do get that information, we'll be able to complete our review of the information from the study that basically evaluated all of the city's 11 crossings in the community. And at that point, we will schedule a workshop to present the report and some staff recommendations to all of you as well. The third area is the Waterline extension to Arcadia. Just as a reminder, this is a state-funded project to provide water or supply water to the town of Arcadia. The water line extends our current system 3 miles within the city limits. This project for us will end at the meter vault at our city limits, as the distribution infrastructure is the responsibility of the town of Arcadia. The Oklahoma Department of Environmental Quality, or ODEQ, is funding over 90% of the project through a principal forgiveness loan, and that's part of their regionalization program. The benefit to our community is that we will acquire additional system capacity for future development on the east side of I-35. In fact, several square miles have already been identified that we will be able to develop and tie into our water system with this improvement. And then the fourth area is an update on our sales and use taxes. We're now through 8 months of our current fiscal year. February was another good month for us. We were up about 4.5% in sales tax revenue from the same month last year. And cumulatively now, for the first 8 months, we're up about 2.6% above last year, which is also comfortably above our 1% annual budget projection as well. Our use tax was up almost 60% from last February, but ironically, the total collections in use tax were down 18% from the month of January. Our finance director, Mr. Porter, identified that we'll have to wait until we get additional information before we're able to determine if the e-commerce Christmas shopping that occurred was early and we received that money last month, or that we just simply had a decrease in some of the industrial classification areas. So now, through the first 2/3 of our fiscal year, the combined sales tax, use tax revenue is up 8.9% from last year, and that's even up from a combined 7.25% at the end of last month. The revenue figures for this month also reflect sales from the last half of December and the first half of January.